90 Days Fiance fame. Veronica and Seth's DV charges dismissed after both plead fifth in court. The domestic violence charges against Veronica and her fiancé, Seth, have been dismissed. However, did you know that this is not the first time the 90-day fiancé has landed herself in legal trouble? 90-day fiancé star Veronica Rodriguez and her fiancé, Seth Dariushvar, have been making headlines for their alleged charge of misdemeanor domestic violence. The couple was supposed to be present in court. However, the charges have been dismissed after both parties refused to testify. Here's what happened. Domestic violence charges against Veronica Rodriguez and Seth Dariushvar dismissed. The domestic violence charges against the 90-day fiancé stars have been dropped. A report by Starcasm has confirmed the news, revealing that the court documents indicate that Veronica's charge of misdemeanor domestic violence and Seth's charge of misdemeanor assault on a female were both dropped by the prosecutor on January 12, 2026, because neither involved parties were willing to testify against the other. According to the report, Veronica Rodriguez and Seth Dariushvar have both asserted their Fifth Amendment rights in refusing to testify. Both cases were voluntary dismissals without leave by the DA. As per dgmorelaw.com, dismissal without leave by DA means the prosecutor has chosen to drop the case on their own, without court approval, and without an option for the case to be reinstated, unless new charges are filed separately. What were the charges against Veronica Rodriguez and Seth Dariushvar? According to jail records, Veronica Rodriguez was arrested just before 3 a.m. on December 15, 2025, at her home in Union County, North Carolina. She was charged with misdemeanor domestic violence. Meanwhile, Veronica's fiancé, Seth Dariushvar, was also arrested from the same residence around 40 minutes later. He was charged with a misdemeanor count of assault on a female. However, both were quickly bonded out. While Veronica's bond was set at $500, Seth's was set at $2,500. According to the court records, Veronica Rodriguez unlawfully and willfully did use physical force against Seth Dariushvar by striking Seth in the face. Meanwhile, Seth Dariushvar was arrested on the account that he assaulted Veronica when he held/grabbed his fiancée, causing scratches to her wrist and thighs. However, neither Seth nor Veronica has commented on their arrests. Veronica Rodriguez's previous arrests. It seems like this wasn't the first legal issue Veronica Rodriguez has landed herself in. According to a report by Starcasm, Veronica was arrested in Florida for multiple felonies, including 3 battery charges, in 2006. Her arrest came following her alleged outbursts after a traffic accident, where she allegedly struck a police officer and a paramedic on the scene. While 2 of her felony charges were later dismissed, the other 2 felony battery charges were later reduced to misdemeanors. Those were officially dismissed in April 2006 after the DA's office decided not to prosecute. Veronica Rodriguez once again found herself at odds with the legal system when she was arrested for DWI in North Carolina in 2016. The news outlet spoke with a court clerk who confirmed Veronica was found guilty of level 4 DWI. She was given a 120-day suspended sentence and 12 months of probation, along with fines and court costs. According to court documents, Veronica Rodriguez was charged again with reckless driving in August 2025. The reality TV star was observed traveling 50 miles per hour in a 25 miles per hour zone. As part of a plea agreement, the reckless driving charge was later dismissed. What are your thoughts on Veronica Rodriguez and Seth Dariushvar's DV charges being dismissed? Next read, Tell Me Lies Season 3. What to expect from the toxic drama brewing between Lucy and Steven. Fans of 90 Day Fiancé are reacting after domestic violence charges involving franchise personality Veronica Rodriguez and her former partner Seth were officially dismissed in court. The case came to a close after both parties exercised their Fifth Amendment right and declined to testify, leading the judge to drop the charges without further proceedings. According to court records, the incident stemmed from a heated dispute between the former couple that resulted in both individuals being charged. As the case moved forward, prosecutors were left with limited evidence and no testimony from either side. With both Veronica and Seth choosing to plead the fifth, the court determined there was insufficient basis to continue, prompting a dismissal. The outcome does not equate to a declaration of innocence, but it does mean neither party will face criminal penalties related to the allegations. Legal experts note that pleading the fifth is a common strategy in emotionally charged cases, especially when testimony could be self-incriminating or escalate legal exposure. Veronica, who rose to prominence through her appearances on 90 Day Fiance and its spin-offs, has remained largely silent publicly since the case concluded. Fans familiar with her outspoken personality have noticed her keeping a lower profile on social media, avoiding direct commentary on the legal matter. Seth has also refrained from making public statements. Reactions online have been mixed. Some supporters argue the dismissal proves the situation was more complex than initial reports suggested, while others emphasize the seriousness of domestic violence allegations regardless of legal outcomes. Advocacy groups continue to stress that dismissed charges do not invalidate the experiences of those involved. For now, the legal chapter appears closed, allowing both Veronica and Seth to move forward. Whether the situation will be addressed on future 90 Day Fiancé content remains uncertain, but the case has once again highlighted how reality TV fame can amplify deeply personal and legally sensitive conflicts.